Have you ever had that weird experience where you just happen to glance at the clock and boom, it's 11:11? Again? Well, what if I told you that's not just some random coincidence? What if it's actually a signal? A very specific window of opportunity that some of the most successful people from ancient sages in India to today's top achievers have quietly used to build their dream lives. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the 11:11 secret and show you exactly how to use it.
Because that's really what it all boils down to, right? Is it just random numbers, or is it an invitation? The source material we're diving into today makes a powerful case that it's a signal. Think of it like a wink from the universe, telling you that a moment of incredible power is at hand.
And here's the wild promise at the heart of it all. What if you could fundamentally change your reality? Not with magic, but with a kind of forgotten science. A technique from ancient Vedic wisdom that, believe it or not, lines up perfectly with modern quantum physics. If you're here, listening to this right now, maybe that's a sign in itself.
But, before we get to the solution, we have to understand the problem. So let's talk about a situation, a person, that might feel, a little too familiar.
Just picture this person. They work so hard day and night. They're sincere. They pray. They have the best intentions. But it's like every single time, right when they're on the brink of success, something goes wrong. They fall short. And they start to feel completely hopeless, like they're just cursed. They go to bed wondering, why me? Why does this always happen to me?
So what is it? What are they doing wrong? It's not their work ethic, that's for sure. And it's not their desire for success. It's something much, much more subtle. And it's happening at the most important moment of their entire day.
Here it is. Their mistake is that they are broadcasting negativity at the exact moment the universe is most receptive, most ready to listen and say, okay, you got it? Right before they fall asleep, they're replaying all their failures, their worries, their fears. Without even realizing it, they are literally programming tomorrow to be just as frustrating as today. Okay, so how do we fix this? This is where things get really cool, because the answer isn't new. It's been waiting for us for thousands of years, and now modern science is finally catching up.
In the ancient Indian scriptures known as the Upanishads, there's this profound statement, a Mahavakya, or great saying, that holds the entire key.
Aham Brahmasmi. It means, quite literally, I am the universe. I am the creator. See, the real problem is that we've forgotten this. We've forgotten our own creative power. We walk around thinking we're just victims of circumstance, when in reality, we are the ones creating those circumstances.
And what's so mind-blowing is how these ancient concepts have perfect one-to-one translations in modern science. What the ancient texts called dhyana, or meditation, we now call subconscious reprogramming. The practice of using a mantra, that's exactly how neuroplasticity works, rewiring your brain through repetition. And the old saying, yada mati tata gati, which means, as you think, so you become, is what we now call the law of attraction. See? It's the same knowledge, just in different packaging.
And hey, it's not just ancient sages saying this. One of the greatest scientific minds, Nikola Tesla, said it perfectly. The secrets of the universe aren't about solid stuff. They're about energy, frequency, and vibration. And guess what? Your thoughts are vibrations. You're a broadcasting tower.
So, why 11:11 p.m.? Why is that time so special? Well, for one, in numerology, 11 is a master number all about intuition and spiritual connection. But here's the science. Around that time, as you're getting drowsy, your brain waves naturally shift into the theta state. That's that magical, floaty place right between being awake and being asleep. And in that state, the barrier, the firewall between your conscious critical mind and your all-powerful subconscious mind is at its absolute thinnest. It's a portal. It's the perfect time to plant a seed of intention directly into the fertile ground of your subconscious.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. How do you actually do this? Let's walk through this simple 90-second ritual that you can start doing tonight.
And yes, all it takes is 90 seconds. That's it. This isn't about some long, complicated meditation. It's short, it's powerful, and it's about making a non-negotiable appointment with your own destiny.
So here's what you do. Step 1. At 11:11, sit up with your spine straight. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. When you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in pure, positive energy. When you breathe out, just let go of all the stress and negativity from the day. Step 2. Just for a moment, feel your mind become quiet. And step 3. For the rest of those 90 seconds, you're going to repeat one powerful sentence over and over in your mind.
This is it. I become what I think. You're not just saying empty words. You're declaring a universal law. You're reminding yourself that you are the creator of your reality.
Now listen closely, because this is the secret ingredient. This is what makes it all work. It's not about just repeating the words like a robot. The secret ingredient is feeling. The universe doesn't speak English or Hindi. It speaks the language of vibration, of emotion. So when you say, I become what I think, you have to feel what it's like to already be that person you want to become. Feel the success, feel the health, feel the joy. That's the signal that gets through.
And you're going to do this for 21 days. Every single night, no skipping. Now, why 21 days? Is that just some random number?
Not at all. 21 days is widely considered the minimum amount of time it takes to lock in a new habit and start a massive transformation.
And yep, there's science here too. Neuroscience shows that it takes about 21 days of consistent practice to forge and strengthen new neural pathways in your brain. You're literally rewiring your hardware. And cutting-edge science like epigenetics is showing that our consistent thoughts and feelings can actually change the way our genes express themselves. So think of it this way. Over these 21 days, you are formatting your brain's old, buggy hard drive and installing a brand new operating system for success. Which brings us to the final, most powerful, and maybe most confronting truth of all.
The ultimate truth is this: your life, right now, is a perfect mirror of your dominant thoughts and feelings. Now, I know that can be a really tough pill to swallow, especially if things aren't going great, but it's also the most liberating truth there is, because if you created your current reality, it means you have the power to create a new one. You are not a victim, you are the architect.
So now you have a choice. It's like that famous moment in the Bhagavad Gita. You're standing on the battlefield of your own life. You can hear this knowledge and just let it go, continuing to blame fate and circumstance for everything. Or you can take this knowledge, pick up the pen, and start writing a completely new story for yourself.
The choice is yours. The knowledge is now yours to use or to ignore. So the only real question left is this: tonight at 11:11, who will you decide to become? Go on, set an alarm on your phone right now. Your new life is waiting.